No company wants to see its facility blown up and destroyed and its employees killed, but they just don't understand what the hazard is. They don't realize that they have a hazard here until that one day when the explosion occurs, and it's a terrible tragedy for them. And they look back and say, if we'd only known.
When Tammy Miser got a phone call late one evening in 2003, she worried it would be about her brother, Sean Boone, who worked at an automotive parts factory.
And we usually didn't answer the phone that late, but we knew when it kept ringing that there was something wrong, so we answered it, and there had been an accident there before, so I knew. I knew if they were calling me, it was my brother.
Sean Boone was a mechanic at the Hayes Lemmers plant in Huntington, Indiana. On the night of October 29th, about 10 minutes after workers started the aluminum chip melting process, aluminum dust inside the dust collector was suddenly ignited, perhaps by a metal ember or impact spark, resulting in a large explosion. The blast propagated back through the duct into the steel drop box, blowing it apart. The fireball and pressure wave continued back through the duct system into the building, gaining intensity as the accumulated aluminum dust ignited. The violent disturbance shook loose dust that had built up on external surfaces. At about 8:30 p.m., plant mechanic Sean Boone was one of several workers in the area of the furnace. Without warning, a fireball erupted from the furnace, engulfing the area and igniting airborne dust in a second, larger explosion. The explosion blew a 50-foot wide hole through the roof of the building. Co-workers found Sean Boone lying on the floor near the furnace, gravely injured. He was rushed to the hospital and put on life support.
And they told us that his internal organs were burnt, and they could take his arms, and they could take his legs, but he probably wouldn't make it, and it would just prolong it, so we went ahead and took him off.
Sean Boone was one of 14 dust explosion fatalities in 2003 alone.